Hello.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Welcome everybody to another episode of True Colors on the Space Coast.
I'm Catherine Esrock, the Executive Director of Brevard Cultural Alliance.
Yes, you are. And I'm David Jones, the founder and CEO of Diversity of Thought. And I'm happy to be here, Catherine.
Me too. Happy to be here with you.
Yeah, we have a really cool show today. And if you are in the chat, make sure you say hello. Come in, speak. As you know, this is an interactive program, so make sure you make yourself known as you're coming in. Say hi. If you have questions for our artists today or for us, please, by all means, make sure you put them in the chat and we'll bring you in like so, just like that. Um, and we're going to introduce a new segment before we talk to our artists today, something that we're really excited for. So we have highlighted some amazing people on this program, Catherine.
Some really incredible talent.
Yes. And what we like to do is not just support that one time where they're here, but if there's events that they're doing or if there's performances that they're having locally here on the Space Coast, we want to make sure that our audiences know where, when, and how they can support them. So we actually have some upcoming events for some individuals who we've highlighted here on True Colors on the Space Coast, starting with the Swag Band. You can see that they're going to be in several places in the month of May. Go check them out. You've heard that sound. They are absolutely brilliant and amazing. Carl Lewis, who's been with us throughout the years. He's the fastest man on sax. You've got a lot of opportunities to see him throughout the month of May as well, which is awesome. And then currently we do have a couple of acts coming up here in April. Aolani, who was just on our program this year, is going to be at Hattie's Jazz Club on the 30th. And then Savage Joy is going to be at Urban Prime on the 27th of this month. So be on the lookout as we have more opportunities to highlight and share where these amazing folks are going to be here on the Space Coast. We will continue to do so.
Yay.
Yay. All right, Catherine. So we got to bring in our guests. It's weird because I found this gentleman by accident because I was going to Pineapples to listen because somebody's like, you got to go check out this man, Swag Man. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, let me go. And then I'm like, oh, this band is cool. But then they had these different singers that came out. And then he came out and he rocked the crowd. I was just like, okay, dude. So there's singers and then there's performers. And then you've got people who can sing and perform. And he can sing and perform. He had the crowd going. So I asked him if he could join the show. And he said, yes. So we'll bring him into the studio. Let's give him a warm round of applause for Mr. Brian B. Allen Hancock.
Yeah.
Hey,
how you doing, sir?
I'm wonderful. How are you guys doing?
Okay, complain? Not yet. All right. Catherine, you want to kick us off?
Sure. So our first question for you tonight, B. Allen, is why B. Allen? Where did the name come from?
Funny that you asked that. I was stepping into this artist world, if you would say, and I was trying to come up with a unique name for myself. So I just decided to use my first initial of my first name, which is Brian. Allen is my middle name, but I wanted to be different, so I spelled it B-E-E because I love the bumblebee. So that's my symbol. So that's it. That's why I got B. Allen.
Perfect. I love that. I also love a bee. My dog's names are Tupelo and Melly after Tupelo honey. And Melly is species name for a bee. So I'm with you.
See, my inner nerd was just like, oh, Bumblebee, awesome. Like Transformers.
No, not quite. Not quite.
We're going to jump into some questions for you. If you have a question for B. Allen, please make sure that you go ahead and put that in the chat. And remember, as you are coming in, first of all, like and share because we appreciate that. but also make yourself known, say hello in the chat. And if you have any questions, make sure you put them in there. We'll bring it in. My first question for you, sir, is, and I lost you. We're going to have a quick technical difficulty check, but that's fine.
I kind of went out.
I hear you, but we can't see you yet. While we work on bringing the camera back, what we are going to do is we are going to talk about some, we already did upcoming. See, this is what happens when you go live. And we're like, okay, we're going to work on some stuff. What would you like to talk about, Catherine?
Oh, boy, that's a loaded question. What do I want?
What we can do is we can bring in the performance while we work on making sure that his camera comes back on.
Excellent.
And so so I had to go to, and I'm super apologize because the video we had, for some reason, we could not get it uploaded in here. So we're going to go to the actual video from his Facebook page of him performing recently, which was pretty cool. He was performing at the Village Pier Garden at Cocoa with Legacy Band, which is another amazing, talented group of individuals here on Space Coast. We're going to probably have to get Legacy Band to come on here.
Yeah, I think so.
They do some amazing performances. I'm going to reach out and be like, hey, we need to bring you on the True Color Show because they are absolutely fantastic. And hey, hello, Elizabeth Johnson. How you doing? An amazing author. Amazing author. Oh, let's see it. Okay, nope, we're not back yet. That's okay. Which is fine, because if not anything, we are extraordinarily flexible with what we can do and how we can continue to do it. Mm-hmm. Fun fact, this worked perfectly in the walkthrough.
The whole time.
This is how that works.
That's the nature of being live.
Yes, it is. But it's not anything, we're flexible. Yes. And he's going to log back out and then log back in, and we'll see if that goes ahead and gets us back into the program. Hey, doing great. That is good to hear. Eventually, shortly, we're going to be interviewing Brian B. Allen Hancock, an amazing, talented individual here on the Space Coast. And then, Catherine, do we have any other events that you could think of coming up?
This weekend is the Melbourne Art Festival. Huge, awesome judged art festival coming up this weekend in Wickham Park. So if you're looking for things to do, that is a great place to go, a good thing to see. Tons of local artists there. And this Thursday.
Wait, who's the judges?
I'm not sure. They have a
judge.
We can set you up and see if you can talk to them, but I don't know. I don't know who all the judges are. You should be a judge. Maybe that's next year.
I don't think I am the right person or talented enough to be able to judge somebody else's artwork, especially if you see my artwork, because my 9-year-old, it's not fair. She's actually really talented in art, and it's super crazy because where did that come from? Because not her daddy. Her daddy can't draw. That's why I picked up a camera, because my painting and drawing don't work. I used to watch Bob Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think most of us used to watch Bob Ross. It used to drive me crazy because he'd be like, just do a little happy tree. And my trees were never happy. I was like, bro, this is wrong. He'd be just like, tap, 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 looks like a tree. My tap, 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 look like tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't draw a stick figure. That's not me.
Hello, sir.
Am I back?
You are back.
Oh, I'm so sorry about
Welcome
that.
back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's okay because while you were gone, we were able to showcase your performing live at the Village Beer at Beer Garden in Cocoa with Legacy Band, and we were just saying we got to get Legacy Band on here, man. They're fantastic.
Oh yes, just a new band that I just reconnected with. I've played with these guys on several occasions, but um, Raymond Thompson, he's the musician, the keyboardist there. He just decided to get a group of guys together, and we've been getting a lot of gigs at the Village Beer Garden down in Cocoa Village. So we're just looking forward to growing together.
I like it. We're looking forward to supporting. So let's start at the beginning. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey? Like, where did your love for music begin?
Well, my love for music actually began with family. I grew up in a family household that my mom was a singer in my household. Just seeing her sing in church and then just growing up in church myself, that's where my journey began. And going through my high school years, I joined chorus there, and my chorus teacher definitely pulled out a lot of potential that I didn't know that I had. And I just began to just soar from high school on and just trying to make the best of my gift that I have in this world.
Okay, what high school? I don't know if you heard, which high school did you go to? I think you went to high school locally here.
Palm Bay High School.
We were all so good. Oh no! Listen, I didn't do that. Like I didn't get mad at Palm. I'm a bulldog, little bulldog. Like let's go. But I did not blacken his screen. I think we're still just having technical difficulties on that side. I felt horrible. That timing was perfect. It's like, it's like, are you a Palm Bay pirate?
Done. Cut.
That is not how we roll in this show. We incorporate and love all of Brevard County and go Pirates. Why? Why go Pirates? Let's go Bulldogs. Catherine's like, I don't have a dog in the fight.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
You are Texas Waco in high school?
Mm-hmm.
See, you should know your friends, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Right. What's the name of the high school?
Midway High School. We were the Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so that's why she's saying go Pirates, because she's 1997 alumni. Well, 1998, go Bulldogs. Let's go. Best year to graduate. Oh no. So funny. I was just talking about this. So it's just like, yeah, we had a End of the Road, I think was one of the songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then oddly enough, let's see here. We will make it work. I Believe I Can Fly. It was that time of year. No, we didn't know any better yet.
Yeah.
He wasn't canceled yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those songs where it was that year. It was perfect. Yeah. And there is a video out there somewhere in the world where maybe somebody that you're listening to and three of his friends were singing End of the Road. It never needs to surface, but I'm pretty sure there's a VHS video of that out there somewhere.
Beautiful. I would pay good money to see that.
I'm sure. I pay good money to make sure it never gets seen. Okay, so again, we apologize. We're having technical difficulties with our artist, B. Allen. Amazing gentleman. I got to see him perform at Pineapples. And then I've just seen him supporting other artists as well, which is fantastic. What I love about our community, particularly when I take a look at some of our local talent, they work together so well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just talked to Shar, by the way. I was just like, we haven't had you on. You should probably. She was like, yeah. And so we're gonna bring Shar on.
Yep.
But we talked about that. Like I've seen her just pop up and be like, I got my violin. I'll jump on stage. I've seen him just be like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on stage.
Incredible.
You've seen that with Savage Joy. Like that's what we need. Ooh, we should do like a True Colors music fest.
That would be really cool. And just mishmash everyone together.
All right, let's go. Okay, so you heard us. As we were having technical difficulties with our artists, we've discovered that we are going to figure out a way to do the True Colors on the Space Coast Music Fest. And if you're like, man, I'm watching live, because hello, some of you are watching live. I see you're in here, but you're being shy. That's not nice. You should say hello. But for those who are watching live or watching the replay, and you're like, that's a good idea. What we're going to need for that idea is sponsorship. So you heard it here first. We haven't even came up with the entire plan yet, but it's going to take money. So if you are interested in seeing something like that, to make sure that we can support all these amazing artists and then continue to bring like super dope things here to the Space Coast, here's your opportunity. He is going to go to another location in his house, not like drive and leave. We're going to try this one more time to see if we can make this work. And then if not, what we will end up doing is some Spitfire questions. And then we will make sure that you have all his information, because I'm telling you, he's different. Like his sound is him, but he sings other people's songs. So it's like his version of it. And what's unique for me is I don't always like that. But I liked all the songs that he was choosing to. I was just like, that's dope. It's like I'm hearing it differently because his voice is so different than the person who would normally sing that song. He's got more of a deeper voice when he's singing. But then when I'm listening, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like he did Genuine, and I'm like, that is so different, but it's pretty cool. And so the only time, like not the only time, but I was in downtown Melbourne once, and somebody hurt my heart because they were doing System of a Down, and I was like, no.
That's rough. That's a rough one to cover. That's brave.
That is brave. That is like, I was just like, bro, really? You gonna do System of a Down? Hello, Jen Sizemore. It's so good to see you on here. Please make sure as you're popping in, because I see some of you coming in, say hello. Make yourself be known in the chat. Say hi. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties with our artist, B. Allen, but he's going to try to get back in. In the meantime, we've already discussed about the art festival is going to be this weekend. So if you want to see some amazing art, and we got to make sure like Kadira Bay and all them know this. I'm pretty sure she does. She's super in tune. She's also another artist that we've had here on the Space Coast. Hello, Rachel. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. We are, I think we're about to be good. And we are going to bring back somebody who Rachel absolutely loves, and that is B. Allen. Hi.
Am I in now?
There you are.
Okay. So sorry about that.
It's okay, because people love you. They've even said so in the chat.
Oh. Let me go back on. Hey, everybody.
All right, so we're going to get back to getting to know you a little bit more, B. Allen, and I think Catherine, you're up with some questions.
Yes. So our next question for you is: who were the musical influences that shaped your sound growing up?
Musical influence that shaped my sound growing up. Well, I can't not say being a church kid, growing up in church, the gospel sound definitely shaped my sound. But I listened to a lot of male R&B groups coming up, like Silk, 112, Blackstreet, just the likes, and also Marvin Gaye. I'm thinking the old schools, the oldies. My dad, he loves Motown, the Temptations, and all those. Whitney Houston. I'm a what do you call a melting pot? I listen to everything, so that's that.
listening to you sing, man, I hear that gospel inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But what I liked, and so I was talking about you while you were getting all that together. What I did like is I'm not always a fan of hearing somebody sing somebody else's song when they have such a different contrast in their vocal range. Like you got a pretty deep range when you're singing, and it's a powerful voice. But then I heard you sing Genuine, and I was just like, I wouldn't have thought that worked, but I was like, yo, but it's worked. Like, but it worked. Like the crowd was over, you were super into it. I was just like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah,
like I would have never thought to hear it from that range.
That was a stretch because I usually try to just stay like the smooth, cool kind of songs, but it was fun doing Genuine. I listened to Genuine. I'm not gonna say that he was definitely part of my journey as well.
He was part of all of our journey. If you came up during a certain time period,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so funny because like I know one song. I'm pretty sure I listen to other Genuine songs, but like I can't name another song outside the one that we all know. So you've been singing for a little bit. What was that moment like, or was there a defining moment where you were like, I'm meant to be doing this?
Again, I was in high school. I joined my high school chorus when I think I was a sophomore or junior, and my chorus teacher, she allowed me and a friend of mine, his name is Tim Brown, to be over the gospel choir in Palm Bay High School. Just my journey with the chorus class, we went to different competitions, and I just realized that it was more than just singing. I was just used to singing in church, but just being outside of the four walls and learning different styles of music, different genres of music in that chorus class is when I realized like I can do this. I'm built for this, and just seeing, the impact that it had on me as I'm singing the songs, and just seeing the audience's reactions that we would get performing as well. So,
okay, cool. Palm Bay High School had a gospel choir.
Yes, I think after my class graduated in 2004, I think it kind of changed a little bit, but we used to get down, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like,
good time.
Yes.
So with all those different influences, and you've got gospel, everything from gospel to Genuine, you've got a little bit of everything going on. How would you describe your style or genre to someone who's never heard your music?
I would say inspirational. I try to inspire, but you're gonna get a little bit of everything. You're gonna get some pop, R&B, some jazz, gospel. I'm gonna take you there, of course, but I would say my genre would be considered inspirational. I want to be someone that inspires others when they hear me sing. Whatever song that I sing, I want them to be inspired that, there is hope, So, yeah.
That's a really unique genre in general, but I love that description of it. That's incredible. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm still stuck because all I heard was you got from pony to the pulpit, and I'm like,
well, there's there is a place for everything,
And then everything in between. You're just like, okay, that means your range, brother, is insane.
Yes.
So you've been performing. I saw you perform. And I said this earlier, like, the singing was good. What I like this though is it wasn't boring, and you got the crowd into it, and you move, and you actually like look at them, and you get them more involved, and that's something that is hard to teach people to do because they have the skill set and talent, but they don't know how to bring it together. And you had it. Like I was like, hey man, this guy, he's got it pretty good. How do you build up to that? Like, do you have any rituals or habits that help you get into the zone before you perform?
I scream out loud. I'm joking. But I'm super nervous when I'm on stage. I don't know. It's a gift. I know it's a gift. But I like to engage. You have to know how to communicate with your audience. You want to make sure that they are enjoying their experience. They paid their money to come out to see a show, so you want to make it worth their while. But I talk to myself and I listen to my songs and I rehearse what I try to do or what I want to say. But again, it goes back to my roots of the church. I lead worship as well, so knowing how to engage and to include your audience and to lead people. That's what I use a little bit of both in every scene that I perform in. Just knowing how to communicate with my audience. I try to grab them and just take them on a journey with the music.
Very cool. What was I going to ask you? It shows that you definitely. I would not have guessed you being nervous, would not have guessed that at all. But then it also shows that you take your craft serious. And I like to hear that, it's like if I'm going to get in front of these folks and they're paying it money, they're paying to be entertained. And you do a good job at entertaining. And if you are in this watching us live, hello for the folks that are watching us live, please make sure that you're in the comment section saying hello, letting us know if you're arrival. And if you have any questions for Mr. B. Allen, make sure you throw them in there. Also, when we get to our rapid fire questions, you get to answer along as well. But the next question up is going to go over to my partner in crime, Catherine.
So you are talking about how you like feel this sense of like responsibility to take care of your crowd, take care of your audience, and you're there to entertain them and make sure they have a good time. So what is the most memorable performance you've ever given? Your favorite ever?
Most memorable performance. I have to say, I was invited to sing the national anthem at a girls' basketball game.
Nope. Yep. I didn't know if that was a temporary freeze or if it was gone. And so he got invited to sing the national anthem at the basketball game. Making an impact is important. That's awesome. Yes, it is, Miss Johnson. And we are back to our technical difficulties. His house don't like us.
Clearly not.
They're like, you over here making jokes, brother, from the pony to the pulpit. We gonna mess with your Wi-Fi. I blame the hip hop.
You gotta blame it on the hip hop.
Gotta blame it on the hip hop. And then, so what we will do though is we want you to support this brother on his journey because not only will you be entertained, and I'm telling you, you are going to be entertained and you're going to hear some really good music. You're also going to make sure that we upgrade his Wi-Fi. So, and so in order to do that, we need all of you to come out and support. Here's how you can continue to support this brother on Instagram. It's the B. Allen Show. His personal Facebook is Brian B. Allen Hancock, and his Facebook music page is the B. Allen Music Page. And I'm going to ask those in the chat to participate along in our rapid fire questions. I'm going to tell B. Allen that he can also participate because he could be in the chat as well. I think easier. Question. And Catherine, this is me and you answering these questions.
All right, we got this.
All right, but it's not just us. Remember, in the comments, you get a chance to answer these questions as well. We're going to start off with Beyonce or Rihanna.
My answer, always Rihanna. I love Queen Bee, but Rihanna.
My answer is Rihanna if I'm listening to the music, but if I want to see the performance, Beyonce.
That's fair.
Her performing is insane. And then make sure, Ms. Johnson and y'all watching, you can also answer these in the chat because we want to know what your answers would be as well. This is our interactive part of the show. And so please make sure you answer them. And by the way, if you're watching the replay, and you want to answer these, you can, because we actually get it, which is hilarious, because it'll come in and be like, somebody just put some random things like Beyonce. It's super weird, but also kind of cool. All right, so let's see here. Hip hop or R&B?
Hip hop for me.
I am hip hop as well. Let's see here. We've got, oh my goodness gracious, we are being graced by one of the funniest people you have ever met. Dorian, how you doing, brother? Dorian, I'm gonna make this announcement live right now that we are gonna bring Dorian back on the True Colors podcast either next month or the month after, but he will be on this show because this young man's talent is insane. The brother is off the chain. And he says Beyonce performance-wise. Jen says Rihanna. And then Dorian says hip-hop. Hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop. All right, so we got 3 hip hops. I like it. All right. Favorite instrument? Can't be your voice.
For me, drums.
Very good. Guitar. I'm a metalhead, and it's like, ooh, you get a good riff going, and that's
hard.
Man, you're welcome. Let's see here. Jen cheated when she said she didn't want to pick hip hop or R&B. She said both. Jen, that's not how this works. We all like both. He says, but you need both.
You need both.
And then he says, look, SZA and Kendrick Lamar have a great record. Okay, yes. Listen, I love the people that come on and want to cheat because they don't want to answer the hard questions. We answer the hard questions. You know, like, what's your favorite instrument? All of them. See, that don't work. You do need all of them to make a really good song. I will say this. I said guitar. If I can get specific, ooh, probably bass.
Okay.
B. Allen has joined us in the chat, which is fine. B. Allen, you got to catch up. You got to let us know Rihanna or Beyonce. And you gotta what's your favorite instrument, not your voice? And look at that, I got guitar people with me. Let's go.
Lots of guitar people.
I like it. I'm gonna go, even though as much as I love the electric guitar, I'm gonna go bass, because if you have a great song, if you take the bass out, the song is like
all wrong.
Yes. And yes, Prince did wonders with the guitar. Fun, sad story. I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota when Prince passed away.
Oh, that's
super insane experience.
Sure.
Huh?
I'm sure that was insane.
So many people that came together in that moment from every walk of life was like, wow, this little 5'8" dude like really moved people.
I know.
Which is pretty amazing. And he's gonna say Beyonce. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Like I said, if it's performance-wise, Beyonce. And then we've got piano for favorite instrument. Okay. And then Dorian says that Prince has the best Super Bowl halftime show ever. You know, I say it was good. I don't know about ever, but yeah, I might be a little biased. What song would you use as your personal theme song?
That one's tough.
Dorian, I know he did perform Purple Rain while it was raining during the halftime show. And I got a horrible story because I got invited to where I could have been on the field during the halftime show while he played. But I knew it was raining. I couldn't actually stay for the Super Bowl game, and the traffic in Miami, like getting in and out, I was like, it's not working. And now I'm kind of mad I didn't do it. Sorry, I just went on a tangent. Oh, Dave. Okay. Theme song. What you got, Catherine?
I don't know that I can pick just one. You go first this time. What's your theme song?
Okay, personal theme song. I'm gonna go with, hold on, what did it pick? I put it in my thing. I said, you know me. All right, so this says it depends on the mood. That's so funny. I'm gonna say If I'm like feeling it, like I'm amped up, DNA by Kendrick Lamar. And if I'm like relaxed, I'm gonna say Lovely Day by Bill Withers.
That is excellent.
Well, all right, now what's your theme song?
I don't know. I'm a musicals gal. I think maybe Dancing Through Life from Wicked. That might be it. I think that
Okay.
might be it.
I think Dorian Gale's theme song is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I like that.
Is
That's
that your personal theme song? That's great. I accept it.
see, he understood the assignment. He picked a theme song as his theme song. Maybe that's
True.
you pick an actual theme
That's
song.
the way to do it. Or he put Earth, Wind, and Fire, Devotion. B. Allen said classic band. Okay. Let's see here. All right. We got some. Jen, you didn't give me your theme song. You gave me guitars and stuff. I'm still on your theme song. All right. We got another question here. Let's see here. Favorite go-to snack, when you're working, whether that's in the studio or wherever it is. What is your go-to snack, Catherine? What you got?
Those mini chewy sweet tarts. I could eat buckets of those. Delicious.
Okay. All right. I'm a Twizzler man.
Mm.
You know, when I go to the theater, like I'm surprised. Crazy part is I feel like I've never had Twizzlers while doing this show. I think maybe the first year I had to, but like it's I don't know. Like at Twizzlers, me, like if I'm in a theater, gotta have Twizzlers. I'm not saying I buy them at the theater, but
No,
I gotta have Twizzlers. Yeah. I went to go see a movie the other day and somebody broke out a whole meal and I couldn't help but applaud them. I was like, I'm not even mad. Ooh, okay. The Allen says gummy bears or gummy lifesavers. I could dig that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of which, all right. So I was stupid, but I bought some. I don't know. I don't know if we can do this or not, but I'm gonna do it anyways. They should pay us for this. But at Walgreens, they have the Berry Hot Challenge gummy bears, and I'm like, oh my god, my cousins love to do the hot chip challenge and all this other stuff. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's see if we can do the gummy bears. Dorian Gale says the peanut butter crackers, the 2-packs.
Those are incredible. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Jen Sizemore said that if she's hyped, her theme music is gonna be I Ain't Never Scared by Bone Crusher. Jen, I didn't know you was gangster. My apologies. Man, that's gangster. I like it. I accept those terms and conditions. The ice cream cookies, the 2-packs that come, the cream cookies, sorry. I feel like it's always the 2-packs. Slim Jims, hot sausage. Dory, I said, what's your go-to? Like, he's got every go-to snack.
Yeah, every go-to snack.
I am a sunflower seed guy.
I love sunflower seeds, yeah.
All right, I'm a weirdo, though. I eat the whole thing.
How?
Carefully.
Okay. All right.
Isley Brothers or Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I'm Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yes, it was a difficult question. He's like, all the snacks. All right, what we got, ladies and gentlemen? Isley Brothers or Earth, Wind, and Fire? Let's go. What we got? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What's this? After the versus battle, I'll go Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay. Look at there. Earth, Wind, and Fire is winning right now. Okay, Earth, Wind, and Fire was unanimous. Look at there. All right, let's see if we get the same thing going. Marvin Gaye or Teddy Pendergrass?
Marvin Gaye.
I'm going to say Marvin Gaye. You know, I never went back and watched it. There was a versus, and I think it was Earth, Wind, and Fire and Isley Brothers, and I never went back and watched it. When they were doing versus, and like that became a popular thing for like 4 months. All right, so Marvin Gaye, Earth, Wind, Marvin Gaye or Teddy Pendergrass? Turn off the lights. That's. Teddy. Ooh. Teddy, Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye is winning, but Teddy got a vote. Not even mad at it. All right. So, the love performance, I think Marvin. Okay. Live performance, you mean? Okay. All right. So here's the one that we always ask because this lets me know who we're dealing with. Kendrick or Drake?
Always Kendrick.
It is always Kendrick.
Always, always. There has never been another answer. There will never be another answer. Always Kendrick.
You know, it's funny too because I'm like, now look in the chat. I'm like, let's see who we got. All right, this is why you're my boy, Dorian. This is why I support you, bro. You get this answer right. You always get this answer right, and I appreciate you. I really do. It's Kendrick all day, every day. That is who it is. All right. And then our last question for this evening. What is one song you wish that you had written?
I said earlier, anything by the Beatles. And I think maybe Come Together. I had to pick one.
Okay. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, one song you'd be like, man, I wish I wrote that song. What song would that be? Dorian, I know you were just talking Kendrick Lamar, so that's not even the songs, but it's hilarious because he's listing every Kendrick song, but that's from the other question. Unless you're saying you want to write every Kendrick song, which would make you a genius.
I mean, that's a great answer.
It is. I'm going to go with Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Because I would have written the greatest karaoke song of all time.
That's very true. And I mean, you can't really beat that.
Ooh, you're going to change. Okay, what are you going to give us? What are you going to give us? Liana, what is the one song you wish that you had written? Ooh, Dorian says Changes by Tupac. Okay. Listen, man. Dorian, I don't know how old you, man. You know about Tupac. I feel old, man, sometimes. Greatest of All, Whitney Houston. That is a very good song.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very good song. It is a timeless song. I think that's like the cool things about some of the songs that we're talking about is that they will always be in rotation throughout history.
Yeah.
Paradise by the Dashboard, like me. Jen, you're killing me today. Wait, what? I think we need to have Jen on. Jen, one day, if you'd like to co-host this show, give us a heck yeah in the chat. That was my Stone Cold, but the PG version. If you want to host this, want to be a co-host of the show, give me a heck yeah. Oh my goodness. You was born in the 20th century. That is so funny. We have another celebrity that just joined us. Yeah. Dear, I feel like maybe a song for you by Donna Hathaway. I don't know if you heard this earlier, but we talked about the fact that there's the art festival that is happening this weekend in Wickham Park. And I was like, dear, they better be there because her work is, it is magnificent. It's another person we need to bring back on. I feel like when we were on, I don't know if we had technical difficulties. I don't remember what it was, but we need to bring her back on and we need to highlight some more of her work again because it's fantastic. Okay, so Jen says that she's much funnier in the chat than live. You know what? Fine. But that just means that we need you in every show that we do. You're welcome. It's easy to say because it's all true. Whew. All right, so again, we really appreciate every single one of you that have tuned in. We appreciate all of you that are going to watch the replay. Make sure if you're watching the replay, remember you can answer these questions as well. We are going to be back next month. We are going to be talking with some individuals from Acosta because in the month of June, they have some amazing Caribbean Heritage Festival events that are going to be taking place throughout the Space Coast. So we'll learn about that. And we're going to go back to one of the original locations that we interviewed in the season 1 of True Colors. That is Essence of Knowledge book and art store, because everybody here is bookstore, but they have such an amazing art collection that they have brought back from the continent of Africa. It's all authentic. It is really amazing. It is absolutely beautiful. And then we may also say, in order to make this a little bit more fun, maybe Dorian as well, but if not, we'll definitely make sure, or we can do, Dorian, you get your own episode. I'm going to make this official. June, what do you think, Catherine? We make Dorian in June?
Sounds good to me.
Dorian, I'll give you some dates, and if you're available in June, the show is yours. I want to make sure people really understand. Look at that. Ha! Done. I just want to make sure people understand the level of talent that we have in this county, and it is second to none. It is absolutely amazing. Love me some African art. Well, then go get you some African art at Essence of Knowledge that is in 520 in Cocoa. Yeah, doing a plug. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and having fun with us. We look forward to another program. Be Allen. I get it. Sometimes internet happens or technical difficulties happen. Thank you for joining us for as much as you could join for us today, sharing with us your story. If you get a chance, please make sure you check out all of those socials that we put up for him, and we're going to put it up one more time. You want to see him perform. You want to go out and hear that, like his live music, and you got a little snippet of it to where you hear he's got that very unique sound, and he just brings it into the music that you love, and it's just like, oh man. And if he's going to continue to support, if he's going to continue to work with Legacy Band, man, like that, yes, you want to go see them perform. So I am David Jones, and this is the Magnificent. Yes, he is. All right. Oh, he says, Lord, I'm sorry. It's okay. Hey, listen. He's with Legacy Band every third Friday at Village Beer Garden in Cocoa, Florida. There you go. So right there, it's constant. You know where to go to get him. You want to hear that voice, because remember, that voice is powerful from the pulpit to pony. That is going to be my new thing. They're going to be like, what? I'm like, yes. And that's our show. So thank you for watching. And we're going to wrap it up in a bow with Bob's your uncle. So we are out of here. Thank you guys very much. Maybe we're out of here. And we are out of here right now.